So motorcycle riding isn't for everyone. But I ask you, why not? Since I didn't have an answer to this question, I signed up and took the Harley Davidson Rider's Edge class here at Javelina Harley. And now I'd like to introduce you to one of my instructors so she can tell us all about Harley fever. I'd like to introduce Glenda Ferraro, motorcycle mama, Harley rider, and Rider's Edge teacher. Thank you for joining us on Discover Bernie today.
Well, thanks for having me.
Now, I've taken the Rider's Edge class, and I mean, it was just amazing. What do most of the people that take the class with you guys feel like?
Well, the first day they feel a little apprehensive and kind of the fear of the unknown. And we give about 6 hours of classroom, and it kind of gives the student an opportunity to bond with the other students and form this team, if you will, and they kind of all root for each other, and they feel more comfortable that way, I think.
How many people do you usually have in one of the classes?
We can go up to 12, and we normally fill up the classes out here.
Wow. Well, we had about 9 in the class, and everybody had a motorcycle but me, and they all had some experience on it. What is it like teaching different levels like that?
You kind of teach from the lowest level that you have. And,
that would be me.
Well, we have very, very many students that have never been on a motorcycle and just want to do this. And actually, that's what I prefer because they don't have any bad habits that I like to break. And everybody kind of helps each other along.
Well, it is pretty exciting, and it can be contagious. I know that when I first got on there, it was really exciting just to start it all up and feel the whole thing rumble and all that. But as I got onto it and trying to stop and start, I did make mistakes, and at one point I did fall down on the bike. I mean, I'm fine, and the bike bounced. It seemed to bounce just fine. Everybody was really good with it. But what kind of experience should you have had before you decide from that class to take it out on the road?
You should go from the class probably to a parking lot and hone the skills, the basic skills.
Okay.
And maybe then from there to your neighborhood, and then around some back roads, and then work yourself out on the highway at your level, what you're comfortable with, not what somebody else is comfortable with, what you're comfortable with.
Yeah, one step at a time, because
absolutely,
I would say that I would need more practice. I'd like to practice more, but I would need more practice to do it. It was a lot of fun.
When you take the class and we go over everything at the end of the class, we'll actually give you hints and tips on what you can work on to actually make your skills better. And we'll give you your weaknesses and your strengths.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about the types of people that you've taught in the classes?
Well, I've taught, my youngest student was 15 and a half.
Oh my.
And my oldest student was 86.
Oh my goodness.
And he actually took the course with his daughter that's, I won't say because she's a friend now.
Okay.
I won't say, but it was his daughter, and I taught his daughter-in-law.
Wow.
I've taught neurosurgeons, nurses, doctors, lawyers, clergy.
Yeah. Wow.
Mothers and daughters, fathers and sons.
Cool.
It's just, it's a sport now that's for everybody. Used to, you might be a little intimidated to go to a Harley shop for fear of something like this, but again, it's only a shirt, and I'm a nice little grandma, so you don't have to be intimidated. Come in, these are really nice folks, and they'd love to introduce you to the sport because it is so much fun.
There were 2 ladies in the class with me, and the majority of men. Is that usually the breakup in the class? Or?
We're about 30% female out here. I had a couple weeks ago in the rain, and I renamed them the Stormtroopers because I had 9 ladies, and it was me and another female instructor, and they hung in there right through the rain and the cold, and but normally it's about 3 or 4 a class. So 39% nationally for Harley Davidson.
Wow.
For teaching for females taking the MSF course.
If there's somebody out there who's thinking about it, is there any advice you'd like to give anybody, or ladies or men that are thinking about it?
Start out on the internet. There's lots of information on the internet at the website for Javelina, for Green, for Alamo City Harley Davidson, the Motorcycle Safety Foundation website. There's all kinds of information on the internet about learning to ride. Then come out here and just look at things. Look things over. Look at the bikes. Look at the training bikes. And just do it.
I really feel comfortable coming in the store, walking around, talking to everybody, and I would feel comfortable getting on a bike again.
Well, that's great to hear that from you. A brand new graduate of the course. That's great to let everybody know.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't take it on the highway, but we could do a little ride. Would you like to go for a little ride with me?
Let's do it.
Okay, that'll be great.
All right.
hidden treasures and jewels just like the ones you've seen today. I'm Debbie Lamb, and I'd like to help you discover more about Bernie. So until the next show, I'll see you out and about in Bernie. And I just can't get enough of riding one of these, so I'm going to go for a ride.